Shalom to those that's hopping on the live a little later. Let's see. Shalom, family. Shalom, family. Just making sure I can hear the sound. Shalom, family. Just making sure I can hear the sound. Okay, sound is good. Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, teaching His word and believing in His word. Lord willing, as a whole, that you all continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Aqua, the sister of this faith and this truth. Lord willing, that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The title is There is Nothing Better to Do But Serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This lesson is inspired by me walking across, seeing this live on social media, seeing this live of this sister that I know in the world speak about nothing. And one point where she was like, before I got off, she said, it's nothing that basically God created that's gonna scare me. You know, it ain't nothing. And then I just started thinking, like, in my mind, a lot of y'all that don't think Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is real, a lot of y'all that just want to hurry up and say, God bless me, or I have a relationship with the Lord, or whatever the heck you think that you're saying. A lot of us are not showing we truly believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. A lot of us don't even know what the hell is going on. A lot of us do not know what life is really about. First, life is Yahawashi, but you really don't even know why you were created on this earth, right? Even if you are another nation, or you are Israelite, you don't even know the purpose the Lord had for you. Some of y'all think y'all purpose is to be a rapper. Now, if you are of a 2/3, that was your purpose, to be a 2/3, to be of this world. But if you are of the elect, you're supposed to move, think like the elect. Truly, a elect is going to slip and fall because we're all in this flesh. But one thing about the elect, they're going to get the fuck up. They're gonna keep pushing. I made a mistake, I'm gonna go harder. It's like working out. Yeah, man. It's like working out. When I'm working out my chest, like Yarmayan and many other videos, you working out your chest, you want to work out different areas. The top, the middle, the back, the middle, like right here. But the middle of your chest, the upper part of your chest, the lower part of your chest. You want to work out every part of that muscle. When it comes to like your shoulders, you want to work out the front, the top, and the back of your shoulders. Let alone you want to work on your back. The lower part, the middle part, and the high part of your back, even the neck. You know, in good form, like he said, good form is gonna benefit you even more. If you doing bad form, the benefit, you're not going to see the growth, okay? And you got to constantly stress those muscles when you're working out. When it comes to the elect, you have to stress, you have to afflict the weakness so that you can become strong in those areas, okay? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So we see King Solomon, who had wisdom, all the wisdom, riches, women, power, and glory. And said, after experiencing everything, the whole duty of man is to fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and obey Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So if a man who had it all said this, what else is better? You got to understand, Solomon said this. This is key wisdom. A man that was a king who had all wisdom and riches and power and all the women that you brothers might want and glory, he said this after he experienced everything. The whole duty of man is to fear and obey Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Half the stuff that he even mentioned, even with his wealth, his glory in the women, all of it was vanity. But when you look at the end result, it's vanity because a lot of these things would take you from the Lord. You'll get distracted because in the kingdom, you're going to enjoy the glory, which is, in Yahawashi. You're going to enjoy the power he's going to give you in Yahawashi, being joint heirs. You men, you're going to enjoy your women, and the women are going to enjoy to be your possession, which right before I did this live, a brother, he was speaking about the kingdom. He said, no brother, and this is fire too. My oldest daughter, she had did a video on Proverbs. I forgot the chapter, but dealing with the woman, her husband was going on a long journey and she seen a dude and she was like, oh yeah, my husband is gone for a long journey. And he was about to go into her and it was about adultery. And a brother, and this how you know the spirit work. After I got done hearing my daughter's little reading, a brother was doing a video. He was like, man, in the kingdom is going to be so good that you can be gone to another planet or another part of the city or another part of the country or the world, and no brother is going to try to approach your wife to try to bang her or to make themselves look attractive unto her. Even your wife is not going to even have the thought of another man touching her or anything. In the kingdom, you're not gonna, you women not gonna have to worry about looking at going or watching a movie or TV and seeing a man pound a woman or whatever the heck it is, and you get this thought in your mind like, damn, look how he doing, he's strong, and whatever thought that you can have. Men, we're not gonna have to worry about none of that. You ain't gonna have to worry about the arguments, a woman being jealous of another woman, or how she like in the kingdom. Everything that you worry on this side, you're not gonna, I paid all my bills, but I really want this. You're not gonna have to stress that you only got a few dollars in your pocket. Jake is thinking wealth is a whole bunch of ones, a whole bunch of hundreds, but you don't got no land. Look at all this money, man. I'm a millionaire. You don't got no property. You don't got no cattle. You don't got no business. I got a business, but you don't got no business that's really putting a dent in the economy of the United States. You got a little business where just some young niggas or just a few people in the town or people in your family, your friends, is buying stuff from your business. You don't got something that's on Esau's level. We're not even ruling. Solomon says some powerful words, man. A man with all wisdom, riches, power, glory, and women. And this man even telling you, the number one duty of a man is to fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I don't know if the signal bad, but you have to be lower in this thing. So everything outside this truth expires. It has an expiration date. This is why you don't want to get attached to things that have an expiration date. We were created to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. A lot of us don't know that. A lot of us not even trying to know that. Some of y'all try to make it a smaller thing than what it is. We were created to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you don't understand that, you could tell that you don't understand it. You could tell that you don't believe it by your actions, by your faith. What is your conversation about? Do you speak more about worldly bullshit? Are you thinking morally about worldly bullshit than Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? I'm human. I think about bullshit too. But I know deep behind my head, before, after, whatever, I always still have Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because I'm afraid to lose that. Okay? So Revelations 4:11, it says, thou art worthy, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, to receive glory and honor and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Right? In the NLT, it says, you are worthy, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power, to receive glory and honor and power. For you created all things, and they exist because of you. Created what pleased you. So if the Lord created things that please him, and now we know this, what are you doing to please Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? It should be your drive. It should be your prerogative. Each day is your motivation to do something pleasing unto the Lord. Oh, I read a chapter today. I read 2 chapters. Now that you read a chapter, you read 2. Now let's add more to it. Do you understand the chapter? Now you got to sit there and think, damn, do I understand this chapter? Because that's what's pleasing to the Lord. Yes, you read, blessed is he that readeth, But you can read and say you don't get nothing. So what you gonna do? Oh, I read today. Okay, I read. I did my job and put it aside. We're babes. You're supposed to grow. Eventually, you read. You might not understand, but then the more you grow, the more you have a desire, a craving. I want to understand what I'm reading, right? And now you getting this understanding. Now it's building that character in you. It's building that faith, right? So we weren't created to chase careers. So tell your children, they talking about going to college for this career or whatever. Go get a fucking job. Excuse my language. We almost out of here. Now, us that didn't have this truth before, nobody was telling you about Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi first. So now children thinking, let me get a college degree, let me get this. Let me just be honest. If you have a desire to go to college, most cases, a woman or a man, you're gonna have sex. Most cases, you might not. Most cases, you're gonna slide and do some type of drug. It might be weed, okay? You might end up taking edible. You might eating shrooms, but you'll be more distracted. It's no scripture about you was going to a college or a school. Even in the ancient world, you was probably paying for somebody that was a scholar, somebody that was wise or a philosopher, and they was reading to you. But in this side, Esau give you all these things and all the, oh, do this and do this. And then now you adding more payment. Guess what? I'm not paying for no kid to go to college. If you want to go, before you think about going to college, go get a job so you can go Andy that. Because I got to pay for your college and pay for these bills and do that. No. As soon as you making grown-up decisions, going to college is a grown-up decision. Now you're out, you're out from under my roof. Now you're about to become a citizen. Now you have to know what it feels to pay a bill and do all these things. Okay? It's not about chasing a career or 6 figures or $1 million. Okay? We weren't created to impress people. We wasn't. You could look fly all you want. You were not created to impress people. Some of y'all get big-headed with impressing where you downplay another man or downplay another woman. Some of you women are on social media and get insecure because, hey, your man might love a woman with a fat ass. Hey, it is what it is. But then you see her and you're like, oh, I don't even have it. Stop comparing you to another woman. Now, it's okay if you motivate yourself, like, I like how that woman is working out. Like, she really put that work in to get her body like that, and it draws you to work out. But don't put yourself down because she thinking you not, oh, he got a more of an eye for her. It doesn't, but is he still laying with you? Did he have a child with you? Is he still smiling? Stop worrying about, okay, if a man have an interest here and there, but if he's still dealing with you, that's what you need to know. Is he still trying to lead you to the kingdom? You are already winning, right? You're destroying yourself when you're trying to compare yourself to a whole nother girl. You are you. Get motivated by another girl. Spiritually, mentally, if it does come physical, right? You trying to impress somebody, but through the spirit, you women, it's not you impressing your husband, but you are a possession of his. So you want to impress your husband as a woman. You want to look appealing. If you're not on your period, you should be trying to look appealing. You should be trying to seduce your man or something. If you know he had a stressful day and if you know he willing to do his thing, yeah, you want to put a smile on his face, right? You don't want to annoy him. You don't want to be a motherfucking headache, right? When you in your period, you don't want to attract your husband. You are on a red flower, you nasty thing, right? We weren't created to build our own kingdom. Why? Oh, I got this business. I got this land. So, and what? We're here to impress or to present ourselves worthy unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Is either you're going to be part of the sacrifice of being destroyed or you're part of the spiritual sacrifice where you laying and mortifying the things of the flesh and the things of this world so that you can eventually get that glorified body. We were created for his pleasure. And if you know you were created for his pleasure, are you doing his pleasure? Because you want to do things that's pleasing unto the Lord. Even Yahawashi said it. Matthew, the 4th chapter, verse 10. Then saith Yahawashi unto him, Get thee thence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. When you look at worship, obey, bow down to, right, confess, that's what we're supposed to do. If Yahawashi served the Heavenly Father Yahweh, who are we to think we have something better to do? You don't got shit better to do. Yahawashi is the supreme example. Yahawashi showed us, Yahawashi didn't care about a horse. He rode on a donkey. Yahawashi didn't care about the rulership because he knew when he get in the rulership, all eyes is gonna be on him, and the whole world is gonna know him. So he knew, yep, it's not my time. It's not my time to get my foot kissed. It's not my time. Let alone why I'm gonna have this little ass peon Edomite that's fixing my house to get on his knees to kiss my. This is he a servant for our servants. He's serving his own fellow Edomite brethren, man. I don't want him licking my damn. I don't win nothing. I want a Bill Gates, a Donald Duck, a Rothschild to lick my damn foot. Guess what? That's gonna happen in the kingdom. This is why you have to be lowly when it comes to serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So serving him is where true purpose is found. This is where you actually find your identity as a man of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi or a daughter of Zion. Literally, a lot of you women, you really find yourself when you, just being honest, when you get married, you really find yourself. You get to find as you really playing your role when you get a husband. Because now you held accountable. When you do something wrong, you're harsh when you speak to me. When you get a man of the Lord, this man is a man of war. Of course he's gonna be harsh. Yeah, sometimes he's gonna be a little soft, but the reason why it says when it says you give honor to the woman that she's a weaker vessel, and right after it says dwell with her according to knowledge. Because she's a weaker vessel, it doesn't mean don't yell at her or don't get on her. No. Yeah, you analyze certain things different because she a woman, but because she a weaker vessel, you have to dwell with her according to knowledge. Everything is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi when it comes to a woman, right? To her, it could be the smallest thing, but to you, it could be Yo, Satan is a Yo, Satan is a this is he a whole demon. We was getting in there. The Water King, man, I'm over here running my mouth. And yo, how? Every time I'm trying to get in there, do a live in the car, you see, they didn't want me to bring it out. Guess what? We're gonna bring this verse back out again. This is I don't know if y'all heard me, so I'm gonna bring that back out. Damn, man. This is Romans chapter 6, verse 60. This is Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High eternal life through Yahawah Mashiach. Sin pays death, serving pays life. Yahawah said in what I was bringing out since the live went mute. When you go to Matthew 6 and 33, which this is a classic verse, it says, But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. In a worldly sense, yes, the things that you might want on this side, they're going to be added unto you. But let's go in a further sense. The things, if you first seek in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to see the things that's going to be given. Because what's the kingdom? It's kingship. First with you men, you're going to be kings and priests. You're going to be gods on the earth. Your wives is going to be princess. They're going to be 100% their lot, right? So the things that pertain to the kingdom are going to be added unto you when Yahawah return. So you seeking the kingdom first, guess what? The kingdom, seeking the kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi don't come second. Seeking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi don't come after entertainment. Seeking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi do not come after money. Seeking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi come first. This is why brothers always say, soon as you get up, call on a Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you got the energy, because I know sometimes you might get up and you might be too tired and you just fall right back into your sleep. Because I know we humans, sometimes you get up, you might scroll. Even just saying his name, you had given him acknowledgement, you know? But truly, when you get up, you should be calling on the Lord, you know? This should be the first thing. When problems come, calling on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Good things come, calling Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You in Crete, calling Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Always. You want to always put the kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi first. Yeah, man, Satan is a damn demon. So this captivity should make us what? Realize in this captivity, we don't own nothing. And even if you get something you feel like you do, you don't really own it. Because look, you can own this car, they can still take it from you. You know? You don't truly own anything on this side. If we was look at it in a longer thought, because like that one little quote that everybody use, you can get all this money, but you don't take it with you. You can own everything on this side, and if you die as a 2/3, you're not getting this in the kingdom. Even if you of the elect, the only thing getting beamed up is you. The only thing getting beamed up is you. Even when we look at getting beamed up and getting changed in the twinkling of an eye, your earthly American, Babylon, Africa, wherever you at, them clothes is coming off. If you getting changed in the twinkling of an eye, and you go to 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, your eternal body is already made. And I bet you why it's getting made, you're going to have new clothes on. He said you're going to have a white robe on. Spiritually, in Daniel 12, being purified and white, that's spiritual. But in real reality, when you get with Yahawah, while you transforming, you're going to have a whole different, you think you're going to have Jordans, Nikes, and in the chariot of the Lord, and you're getting changed? No, that's not happening. That's how much power the Lord got. We know in the scriptures, it says you're gonna change in the twinkling of an eye. Most of us that get beamed up are going to have clothes on. So you getting changed in these dumbass doodle-ass clothes on. Come on, you getting in a chariot, you're gonna have, I got two different shirts on. Most cases, they might have 3 or 4 different fabric textures on it. You getting in a chariot with different fabrics? Yeah, right. You're getting changed. Okay? So again, in this captivity, we don't own nothing. We don't control nothing. Systems collapse overnight. Jobs fire you instantly, you know, A job is never promised. That's why you got to always try to perform, or you got to be a freaking coon. What else do we really have? Hey, Shalom, giving all the. Hey, Shalom. Um, when you go to Psalm 73, Psalm 73, verse 25, it says, "Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire besides thee." In the NLT, "Whom have I in heaven but you? I desire you more than anything on earth." That's the mindset we got to have. That's the mindset we have to have. When you truly see this place for what it is, you realize that there is nothing better to do than serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right, hold on. Let me get that again. I got to send that out. I got to send that out. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. I got to send that out. Yeah, that's that right there. Verse 25, you got to keep that in the chamber. Yeah, you got to keep verse 25 in the chamber. Even 24 in the NLT. "You guide me with your counsel, law, statutes and commandments, the Psalms, the prophets, the gospel, leading me to a glorious destiny." What is that? The kingdom with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That verse 25 just smacked me, man. Wow. You know what? Hold on, y'all. That right there just smacked me. I gotta save that. Okay, yep, I got it saved. It's into the other phone. Okay, even when it's hard, sometimes serving feels hard. Sometimes you get tired. Sometimes you feel like you're sacrificing too much. But compare that to eternal destruction. Yeah, this life is hard, but compare everything that pertains to this truth and everything outside this truth. Really, this truth is not even that hard. But when you really evaluate what's really edifying you, what's bringing you closer to the Lord, what has your back, even though the trouble that we go through, the affliction, the good times, whatever, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is always there. This captivity is not going to always be here. That money is not going to always be there, because in a minute, they're about to go fully digital. Then if they go fully digital, a lot of the money that you think you do have is, unless you're, the top, those top elites, those top rich, we're going to have to reset, more controlling your money. So a lot of y'all that got that little money that you got, watch when this MOTB come. You gonna feel like these homeless people. A lot of us is putting that money to too much of a high standard, man. This is Joshua, the 24th chapter. In verse 15, it says, "If it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh." Right? We are serving something, right? You got some serving money, some serving flesh, you got some serving people, some serving fear, or you got the few serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. There's no neutral. So between 5 points, which one is you truly serving? Which one you truly serving? A lot of y'all got more faith in money, your job, flesh, and people than you have faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. A lot of y'all will make more actions for money, for people, for the flesh, than you would make actions for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. A lot of y'all will go the distance or do some weird shit for money, flesh, and people, but won't go the distance for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's heavy. That's heavy even for myself. How far is you willing to go for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? Compare the things to money or whatever you hold your life to. Okay? So at the end of the day, the rich die, the famous die, the wicked die, powerful people die. Okay? Even those that serving the Lord, they die too. Right? You never know whatever your time is. But those who serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi inherit rulership. So even those brothers and sisters that probably truly died in his faith, either because of a sickness, but truly it was the Lord saying it's your time, you're gonna come back with Yahawashi when he come and get the elect. You know? How much even better is that you know you died serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And for the brothers that I'm saying that probably, you know, died in this truth, the last thing that I know that they did was do a video, do a lesson. So there's no greater occupation than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So for every last one of y'all that's coming in this truth or in this truth, serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is an occupation. Yahawashi said in Luke chapter 2, I think verse 49, mother, why did you try to look for me, basically? Was he not that I must be about my father's business? We all must be about our father's business because this is our true occupation. No higher calling than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is the top. I'm an alpha because I got $60 million. Who you believe in? I believe in Baal. No, you're not. You're not a high. No. You're not that top guy. You might think you is. This world might make you feel that way. But the top occupation or the top thing in this world or the top highest calling is serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Oh, singing is my calling. Rapping is my calling. Being an entrepreneur is my calling. Shit. Hey, more power to you. But if you're not saying your calling is serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you're a peon to me. You lower than me. Truly. The tallest man, that man king, he could walk anywhere, seen videos. He walk and not talking to nobody. And women, oh my goodness, oh. Hey, I can tell why the Lord made me short. You'll be a danger to society. But the Lord said that's all meaningless. The number one calling is not being tall, the stature of money you got. If you famous, did you go to all these places? The number one calling is serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The top calling is not the Marines, the military. No, it's serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's no better purpose than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's no better. Oh, he's a millionaire. He can provide for his family and have generational wealth. He's just saving bread and he putting his wealth for his children. I'm happy for you, brother. But at the end, is you striving for the kingdom? Yeah, I am, but you know, I gotta build up my relationship with the Lord. What's the Heavenly Father's name? I don't know. He has many names, but one of them is Jehovah, and the son is Yeshua or Yahuwah. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah, damn. You think your purpose is the money? I'm gonna just say my purpose is to be married. That's part of the purpose, but the first and the end result is serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Because even if I look at my family to be a wife or to be a husband, right? How can I lead this house? Lead it with the counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. How can I build this house? With the counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. How can I correct this house? With the counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So at the end result, ain't nothing gonna get done if I'm not striving in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So your calling, your purpose, and your occupation is in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the only thing that truly matters. This is where you're really supposed to put your emotions and your feelings into. Everything else should not affect you as much as it does. This truth is what hits you. Like when you make a mistake, you should be more upset than all the other little nonchalant little things. Okay? This is why if it's not a sin that I might see myself, if I'm not committing a sin that pertains to a man or a man that is a husband, I'm not about to ponder or affect myself on this side. But when I make a mistake, oh man, I need to do better. I start dissing myself because you being in this flesh. Okay? You don't want to be unworthy to the Lord. To be unworthy is to continue in sin, to continue in wickedness, to not have no care, to be prideful, to be lazy. All those things, if I'm not being lazy or I'm not letting a woman overpower me in any type of situation, oh, that gives me comfort. I'm still I'm moving in the way of the Lord. But that don't mean that I gotta get lazy and chill. The more you strive for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the more you try to do. The more you try to do in your life. Me teaching is not just me teaching for y'all. It's for me too. I have to apply what I'm telling you. I'm a hypocrite if I'm telling you this right now. Ain't nothing more important than Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and then I turn off this camera and I do the opposite. That's a hypocrite. So these lessons is even more for these lessons is more for me than it is for y'all, because as a teacher, you're supposed to be living what you're teaching. And it's not for the sheep. Oh, let me see how he's living. Oh, let me do. A real man of the Lord is diligent and consistent. When it comes to teaching, you have to be diligent and consistent. And what you're teaching, you can't be afraid to admit to your own self, I need to do better. Pastor Gabar always said, man, we filthy rags. Just because we say we got 100% truth does not mean that I'm the most righteous in the world. I am wicked. Pastor Gabar always said this, I am wicked. Oh, that brother said he wicked. I don't think we should. Man, he's saying in a human sense, we're in this flesh. We all came short of the glory. Just because brothers can teach, they know this and know that, that mean that you ain't perfect. Only Yahawashi. You got to take accountability. I can never be Yahawashi, but I can imitate him. I can try my best, but I would never be Yahawashi. So at the end of the day, I still got to sharpen up. Whatever I'm reading, I have to apply. Whatever I'm teaching, I have to apply. Whatever I'm reading, whatever I'm teaching, I have to believe it. How you teaching something you don't believe it? How you teaching something you ain't applying it? You a hypocrite in all angles. I don't want to be that. You shouldn't want to be that. So at the end of the day, the title of this lesson, there is nothing better to do but serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Is Jake getting bored of bringing out the same verses? Is Jake getting tired of doing the same thing? You know what? I need to take a break for a minute. And then how can you take a break? Well, what is taking a break? Oh, I'm going to still keep the laws. I'm just going to take a break from teaching. You don't care about the sheep. Okay? That's like, I'm still a parent, but I got to take a break. And you the only parent in the house. So you're going, hey, kids, it's stuff in the refrigerator for you to eat, but I'm going to come back in 30 days. We got responsibilities. Shalom, Yahawah Shai Brakatah. We got responsibilities. When you come in this truth, this is a life or death situation. If you not taking Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi serious, you don't care about your life. Now, if you walk away from this truth, you already don't care about your life. You're already choosing death. So when you start to serve the Lord, you only got two options. It's not 3, it's not 4, it's not 5. When you start adding 4, 5, 6, you're adding money, you're adding entertainment, you adding the flesh, you adding people. Fuck all of that. It's either life or death. Your mom, your cousin, your sister, your aunt, your brother, your mom, your children, even your wife, right, should not get in between of the purpose of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? Bottle had to chime in. Don't let yourself, our biggest enemy is yourself. It's not Esau. Esau is the biggest enemy. But you walking in your own shoes, you are the biggest enemy of yourself. Okay? When you work out, you could work out so much and you could put what is it called? Wear and tear, which is a good thing. That means you worked out that muscle. Now it gotta build. It gotta rest. You gotta build that rear and tear. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you have to build that spiritual wear and tear. You're building up spiritual muscles within yourself. You can't put nothing over Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because then if you do, now you got to build wear and tear in that. If you want to be in the world, you have to build wear and tear. Why you think niggas is still worldly? They keep doing the same shit in the world. Wear and tear. I keep going on social media and I keep seeing people from my city get caught with drugs like crack, meth, heroin, Oxycontin. What else? What's the other one? What's the other one? What's that? Fentanyl. Seeing people that was around that was what? At least 7 years younger than me, right? We talking about before the Seabiscuit came. Seeing these fools do the same shit, hustle in the corner, da-da-da-da. It been 7 years later, y'all getting caught with the drugs y'all was selling 7 years ago, and you ain't no change, ain't no motherfucking development. You got to get that shit up. You think your main purpose was to be the top drug dealer? And you done learned it's either jail or death. It's either jail or death. Then you come out of jail, you lose all of it. You die, you already lost. Make it make sense. There is nothing else better. It's nothing else. Where is it? Where is it? Where have anybody found better than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? You can't find it. Anything under the sun, if the Israelites are not ruling, it's nothing under the sun that is better than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Sit there and think about it, man. Go get on the game. Shoot, go travel. If you got the money, go travel to different countries. Tell me that one little moment you had on that boat or in another country, even if you live, I'm about to leave America. I'm about to leave this state. I'm about to go to another state and live. Even you made that choice. I'm happy for you. And you go to a whole nother city. You could be serving the Lord or not serving the Lord, and you doing the same routines you was doing over this side. You could be moving to another city and then do less for the Lord. It ain't nothing better than serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because you can go do all this other stuff that you're doing. Eventually, you'll get tired of it. Eventually, you'll have a new idea or a new hobby or a new something thing that you like. But when it comes to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, it's always there. It's always there. And if you don't need him, you don't want him, you don't want to serve him, the Lord can remove you and get somebody else that's going to serve him. Like, come on, man. This right here is going to always be here. Always, 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 always. Serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi makes you better. Even when you better, it makes you better. It makes you better. And even if you better, it makes you better. That's all this does. It makes you better and better. Better and better. When we get in the kingdom, you're going to realize what better is. Better is. This world is not making us better. The education you get is not making you better. Why you get an education and it never draws you to go read the Bible or understand the Bible? You sit back and all this education that you get. I haven't did not one, +2 times -2. Since I've been out of school, I haven't had anything that made me do that. I haven't had anything on this side make me do fractions. Except for like a little job, but you wasn't doing it that much. Dissecting a frog. English, reading about Juliet, Romeo and Juliet. How is that benefiting me on this side? Come on, make it make sense. But going into Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, it benefit me way more. It changed my eating habit. But I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to lose weight. I got to fix my eating habit. Okay, yeah. And then you have your lazy days. But when it comes to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you can't have lazy days. You know what? I don't want to make chicken. Let me go eat pork. You fear the Lord. We can't eat pork. It's abomination. I can't eat this. I can't wear this. I can't. Now you got to, let me look at this. With the Lord, you got to examine what you're doing and what you're not doing. But in this world, you could just do whatever the fuck you want. You're doing it for your feelings. You're doing it for your desire. But when it comes to the truth, everything has to be precise. It has to be in order. It can't be confusion. Like the Lord loved what he want the right way. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is different than anything we desire on this side. A job, with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you'll always be employed. With Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, it's always work to be done. Your house, you had it for a year. The next year, I gotta paint it. I gotta repaint it. The children writing on the wall. It's holes over here. You gotta always keep fixing it. Oh, you know what? I want to move. I gotta sell my house. Now you gotta add some extra stuff. You gotta make the house look all neat just so you can sell it. Then you sell it. Then they underprice you. Then you get another house, and that house is more shittier than another one. You're gonna always try to get new. And I got a car that's getting old. You know what? I wanna get a new car really for myself, because I feel like I've been doing a good job. I wanted to be sporty or whatever, but it's gonna be more beneficial for the family to fit in. But guess what? Eventually, that car gonna be gone. This car gonna be gone. In a minute, we ain't gonna be able to use a car because shit is about to go crazy. I might not even be able to pay. Guess what? That means all of this got an expiration date, but the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi does not. So there is nothing better to do but serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's the end result. Really sit there and think about it, because a lot of y'all just think it's something else better. There's nothing else better. Okay? You are meant to please Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you can't get that in your head, you're gonna lose tremendously. Jacob Trouble is, and a lot of y'all do not really understand what's going on. Jacob Trouble is gonna be the most craziest thing that ever happened under the sun. And all of us is gonna get affected. 2/3 is gonna get it way worse. But all of us is gonna be affected. If you not building yourself up, surrounded around Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, making him the importance of your life. Even when you make a mistake, even when you chilling, take accountability, whatever it is, move a certain way that you're supposed to be. You women supposed to be less on social media. What is you socializing for? And if you got a husband, why is you on social media? What is you socialize? Why is you posting pictures everywhere where you at? And then you got a plethora of different men in your damn inbox. Sit your ass down. You already set. Right? We got to establish more Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in our household and in this temple. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. Lord willing, we recognize that. But I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well, teach well through the Spirit. Almighty Shalom to the whole for elect scattered four corners of earth, teaching this word and believing this word. Lord willing, as a whole, that we all can continue in sound doctrine. And Shalom to the Aqua, the sisters of this faith and this truth. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. Lord willing, you was edified by this lesson, by the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And with that, shalom, shalom, abba, abba. There is nothing better to do but serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you can't realize that and then see in your actions and in your faith that that this is the best thing you got, then I'm telling you, you fucking up. Especially if you in this walk, in this truth, and you think it's better out there. You putting your neck, you going the distance for everything else. But you never seen yourself break a leg for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That should make you analyze yourself. Literally. Literally.